Hello, my name is Oscar Andrés Pereira Álvarez. It is an honor to be presenting in this forum. In this occasion, I will present a study in progress with the title Appreciative Inquiry of an Educational Institution with Boarding School in Southern Colombia. Appreciative inquiry is a research model developed by David Copperrider. The goal of appreciative inquiry is to find the best in organizations and peoples, empowering them to be the best version of themselves. Appreciative inquiry is a research approach developed by David Copperrider that focuses in identifying and building upon an organization's strengths and positive attributes to drive improvement and growth. The four steps of appreciative inquiry are the following: discover, dream, destiny, and design. Discover. In this step, individuals within the organization engage in interviews to identify the organization's strengths, successes, and positive attributes. The focus is on understanding what the organization does well and why it has been successful in those areas. Dreams. Once the organization's strengths and successes has been identified, the next step is dream about the future. These steps involve imagining what the organization could be like if it built upon its strengths and positive attributes. The focus is on creating a shared vision of a desirable future for the organization. Design. In this step, the participants develop a plan to achieve desired future. The focus is on identifying the steps needed to move from the current state to the desired future. Destiny. The final step is to empower the participant to implement the plan developed in the design phase. The focus is on taking action to bring the desired future into reality. Background of the study. In this institution selected to conduct the study is a high school with residences with 46 years of trajectory. It is a recognized institution in the region. In the institution, 16 teachers that provide the service to 100 direct students. There are also 8 employees highly committed to perform all the required support. COVID-19 has had a significant impact on school with residences, both in the economic aspect of the institution and in the social and emotional aspect of the student. Some institutions with residents face critical situations that place them near bankruptcy. The purpose of the study is 1. To know the best practices that are carried out in the educational institution with boarding school in Southern Colombia. 2. To improve the service provided by the institution as a result of the finding of this study. 3. To learn more about the dream institution and establish action to allow achieving the objective. 4. To involve all the actors of the educational community in the improvement of the institution. The research questions are the following. What are the attributes of the educational institution with residences in Southern Colombia? What are the best practices of the boarding school in Southern Colombia? What are the stakeholders' dreams about the school? What does the design proposed by the participant involved look like that will result in improvement for the institution? What does it take to implement the emerging design and achieve the dream of improvement for the institution? This study is important for the parents because it allows them to know the best practices of the institution. It is important for the student It is important for the student because it's helping to be more engaged with institutions, improvement, and to gain a broader vision of the best service provided by the institution. It is important for the teacher because it allows them to make visible their best practices and rate for them. This student may also be important for the administrators because it allows them to know about the strengths of the institution. Initial theoretical framework consists of five theory. Based theory by Maslow, appreciative inquiry theory by copywriter, meaningful learning theory by Ausubel, theory of social constructivism by Vygotsky, and theory of some of proximal development, also Vygotsky. The design of this study is qualitative. The research style is appreciative inquiry. The paradigm is social constructivism and pragmatism. The setting of this study is described in the following slide. There are some dormitories, the restaurant, some of the classroom, the auditorium, sport bunnies, the swimming pool, some of the land for crops, animals, and there is even a natural pool. The participants were selected using purposive sampling from the different stakeholders of the institution. Therefore, 2 administrators were selected, 4 teachers, 2 support employees, 2 students, and 2 parents. The criteria to select the participants are to have time to participate, more than 1 year in the institution, to be part of the institution, and willing to participate. Techniques for data collection. 1. Observation, documents, focus group, semi-structured interviews, and the researcher. To ensure a scientific rigor, this study followed 4 indicators proposed by Guba and Lincoln: credibility, coincidence between the finding and the reality, reliability, external review, transferability is enrich the recipients, and confirmability is auditable record. Some strategies to enhance the scientific rigor of the study were: external observer for focus group, detailed description of the research design, maintain a permanent reflection process, triangulation of instrument and participants. These slides display the triangulation matrix of instrument for each research question. For data analysis, this study will follow the process of TABA analysis. The first step is to filter the topic, then to encode and name the categories and subcategories to reach the conclusion. The impact of COVID-19 on educational institutions is well known. Many schools and boarding schools were forced to close their doors temporarily in an effort to prevent the spread of virus. The lack of revenue and uncertainty about the financial future have led to budget cuts and cancellation of programs and extracurricular activities. In terms of students, the closure of boarding school has had a negative impact on their emotional and social well-being. separation from peers, and lack of impersonal social interaction and activities can lead to a sense of loneliness and isolation. However, despite this adverse context, this study aims to identify and appreciate the strengths of this particular boarding school and empower its stakeholders to step on their own potential to reach their dreams. The following ethical considerations were followed to protect the participants. An informed consent form was completed in writing. The study had no physical or mental health risk to the participants. The participants have the option to leave the study at any time. In order to protect the anonymity, the participants' pseudonyms were used instead of their names. As a researcher followed guide the methodological advisor, as well as Montemorelos Universital Ethical Consideration and the Colombian Data Protection Law. In the process of this appreciative inquiry, the participants have already been selected. The first data collection instruments have been applied. The interview have been carried out, and at this moment the focus groups are being carried out. The results and the conclusion are expected in the coming month. There are some references. Thank you.